Hi, YouTube family. Welcome to Dr. G Pediatrics. I am Dr. Rochelle Gonzalez Brown. I am a board certified pediatrician. So, on today's video, I am tackling a question that is near and dear to my heart. It is a pretty common concern or question that I get. And the question is, Dr. G, my 2-year-old isn't talking. Should I be concerned? So this is a heavy question, and it's an important one because I'll have parents at the 2-year-old checkup, and they come in and the child is not speaking any words, and they want to know whether or not they should be worried or concerned. And my answer is going to be yes, we should be concerned, but I don't want you to worry, because worrying really doesn't help anything in life. So I don't like to use that word worry, but concerned most definitely. And the reason why is because that is a red flag to us at age 2 that there is a speech delay. Now, a lot of times parents can come in and say, well, my mom said I didn't say any words until I was 3, and then I just went into full-on sentences and spoke fine. And you have anecdotal stories about aunties or uncles who did that, and then they were fine, and nothing was wrong with them. And so it's almost, they get sometimes a little bit defensive or not understanding why I want to intervene or get that evaluation. And the reason why it's super important is because the earlier that we can make a intervention, which means we can get a child into speech therapy, the earlier that we can do that, the better. And so, maybe they have an evaluation and they get into speech therapy, and it's just an isolated speech delay, and they get the intervention and they catch up to where they should be. Let me take the blame of being the overzealous pediatrician. So if your pediatrician wants to have an evaluation, if they are concerned about your toddler not speaking or not saying words, then most definitely know that it's coming from a place of love and concern. So sometimes a 2-year-old not speaking, and honestly at age 2, they should be starting to combine 2 words together and making 2-word sentences like mama milk, daddy bye-bye. So they're taking 2 separate words and putting them together. So ideally, that's what we should be seeing at age 2. If at age 2, they're not even speaking single words, then that definitely is something that we need to assess further. And sometimes it is a little bit more than a speech delay. It may be a larger scaled concern, autism spectrum disorder. Does every 2-year-old who not combining words or not speaking, does that mean that they're autistic? Absolutely not. There are other things, but autism spectrum disorder is one of the big ones. Also, there can be something wrong motor-wise with your child, something called a speech apraxia, which is not something that is having to do from a cognitive standpoint. They understand, but something is not quite connected as it comes for them to be able to form the words. Sometimes it's a hearing issue. And so that's usually the first step of that. Actually, when a child has a speech delay, is getting that hearing evaluation. So I always I want parents to be an advocate for their child. So, if they don't understand why we want to get an evaluation, speak up for your child so that you can understand. But a lot of times this is what's going in the back of our mind as a pediatrician, is that we want to get them the intervention as early as possible. And so that makes a big difference on their development. And it may be that they need other services, not just speech. They may need physical therapy. They may need occupational therapy. So the earlier that we can get that child whose brain is still developing and still molding, the better. So again, if your child is not speaking words at age 2, I want you to be concerned. I'm concerned, but I don't want you to worry. If you feel that you have a child who you may be concerned about their speech, please, 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 please bring it up to your child's pediatrician. And it may or may not mean something bigger, but bring it up, have that conversation, have that dialogue. I hope that you found this question being answered useful and beneficial. If you did, please subscribe and tell a friend. Until next time, YouTube family, stay great. Bye.